Hello, in this lecture I would like to show you how to make your search more restrict, how to avoid plenty of time digging through the results and make your search directly where you want and find what you want. Let's go! The restrict search is extremely powerful. I think you will use it so many times. Let me show you some examples. To perform restrict search, you have to know some commands which can be used in the Google. If you are familiar with SQL or another language where you use any queries, you know that you have the special syntax will help you to deal with this with your task. The first example, which I want to show you, finding the connection between two airports. To perform this restrict search, you have to know the EATA airport code. It can be easily found in the internet, and just write something like this. Let's copy. It means this first place, it's a Wrocław in Poland, to New York City. Each airport have the free sign shortcode. It's called EATA codes. If you want to dig more, just Google it and you will find the all airports names. When you perform the search, click enter and you can see that flights from Warsaw to New York City. You have the different lines. You can set the calendar, for example, maybe in September. Okay, it's already done. And let's search the flights. And you can see how many time do you need, how much it will cost, how many stops you will get, and the total time to go to directed place. Let's try another one. You can specify something like this. GOH is a nuke in Greenland, and you can just dig how to connect with New York City to nuke in Greenland. Click there and you can see that you have to travel 39 hours with one stop. 30 hours you will wait for the next plane, and the travel time is around 9 hours. You can try more. If you know your flight number, that you already reserved something, you can just type it. You can type your flight number, press enter, and you can see that this connection, scheduled departure is at this hour, terminal, gate, estimated arrival, terminal, gate, and etc. This is really useful when you travel a lot and you want to know some priceful information in no time. You don't have to dig in your emails or find somewhere in the website. No, just type the number on the Google and actually the Google will help you with your problems. The another restrict search is very useful when you want to dig into the page and scrape only useful information for you without browsing this web page. And when you have kind of a web page, I will show you some example on my site. I want to find services, and the most important thing is this site with the colon, and without the space you write address. When you press the enter, it dig into this website and will find only information related to the services. When you press the enter, the Google will dig into the certain page and will look only the phases which have the services in name. You can try another examples. You can find services in another site and other queries, but what is useful to perform restrict search, you have to write this one, the site with colon. This is important to make restrict search, and this is one of the syntax. On the other hand, if you want to find information about something in specific data frame, you can use that kind of a query. I will just copy this. I would like to find the history of Europe from 1990 up to 1995, and only this range is interesting for me, and this is the restrict search syntax. You have the first date, two dots, and the second date. It means the Google will perform search and the result will include from 1990 up to 1995. It means that we'll have 1991, 2, and 3, and etc. Let's press enter. And you can see that you have the information from 90 up to 1995, 1991, 1993. Very useful query is the file type. Probably you have struggled searching for the special file. When you type, for example, the biochemistry strier, I will show you an example. When you just press enter. Okay, sometimes it's happened. I've told you previously that you have to solve the CAPTCHA. Okay, because when you are using the Google like a pro, the Google thinks that you are the robot and you have to prove that you are not the robot. And you have the information about this book. You can dig into the Amazon. Okay, we can buy it. Let's go back. We can read more about this, but I need information right now and I would like to find the PDF file of this book. Okay, I can go through these results, I can click next, go down, oh, there is table of context. Okay, go next, and I spent a lot of time finding the biochemistry strier with the PDF file. But what I can do, I can just write the special syntax, the file type, file type and colon, and the PDF. And when I press enter, I have a lot of information and a lot of results which have the PDF file. And let's just look. We can click the first link, and we have this book, 1000. More than 1000 pages. And if I want to find the information about lactose permase, I can just dig it and go back. It's no problem. Take in mind that the file type you can write whatever you want. You can write the CSV, doc, PowerPoint format, whatever you want. You only need the file extension. Instead of file type, you can also write the AXT, means extension. If you write extension PDF, you will get exactly the same. And this is up to you. You will use the file type or extension, whatever you want. And as you can see, the restrict searching is extremely powerful and you can find a lot of interesting information and you can find exactly what you want when you specify what you want. Using the special syntax like extension, file type, the special dots, or only the format like Wrocław to New York City, you will get the results directly tailored to your needs. And this is really useful when you have to dig in internet and you want to find something special. You don't have to go through 100 pages. No, take in mind that if you specify something strict, you will get the results in no time. Thank you for your attention and see you in next lecture.